But then again, I had to make a choice. Okay, go to master's degree. And then I went to master's degree. I got it, arts. Graduated, got 10 months of optical training visa, which is allowing you to find a sponsor for you to stay in this country, work for a sponsor. Couldn't find anybody to sponsor me, and it was a smaller version of this devastating experience I went through 7 years ago. But I met this lawyer, Glenn Kawahara, my friend Charlie and Sarah. Yeah. Okay. So, to make a long story short, I created a corporation and sponsored myself. And as a painter, dancer, creative person to understand business was a terrifying experience. I had no idea what is coming to me. It's like you have a roller coaster, forced to sit on the seat, and you have to just experience whatever comes to you. You have to digest it, right? And it's like food coming to you. You have to eat it, whatever it comes to you. Some food, some of them big and really hard to digest, you know. And IRS, EDD, city license, permission to sell something, or you know, many things. I learned so many things. I did accounting and all that stuff. So I did that 6 years, and the reason why I was able to create a corporation and sponsor myself was because there was a special category, kind of gray zone loophole that I can apply because I had a master's degree from the US, and they promised me it's going to help you, so I did. Now, last year my visa was about to be expired, September 30th. Knowing that my green card petition has been approved in 2009, this H-1B working visa I have now should be extended with no question. Especially I kept all my regular straight paid taxes, lived like as a model citizen. First response from the immigration office, I almost laughed. I presented my corporation, well before that actually I have to explain something else for you to understand. Okay. 7 years ago, I was able to create a corporation and sponsor myself. Now they don't want to see it now, all of a sudden. They don't want to see a foreigner operating their own business, sponsoring themselves, because they can't fire themselves. So my lawyer said, okay, you have to find an office space, have somebody else who's a US citizen to sponsor me. So I gave my whole company rights to this lady, Micah Miller, also a head person of Harmony Project, whose board director was, she received two model citizenship award from President Obama.
Wow.
She did that, and then we presented to the immigration. Here's the photos of premises. I have an office space, I have a phone number here, and here's documents, 200 pages of documents. First response from them said, this corporation doesn't exist. After 6 years of hard work. So they gave us the thing called RFE, I think, to respond with paper. This is the time I gave them over 200 pages of documents. They came back and said, I don't believe in the relationship between your sponsor and you underpaid yourself based on my master's degree.
What?
So I said to myself, who was overpaying yourself in the past 3 years? Right. My company survived, so I deserve some sort of respect. And they also nitpicking the one date missing in this paper. And so therefore, deny, I'll give you 180 days to leave this country. And there were lots of miscommunications between my lawyers and so many things, and well, because they said I can apply for an artist visa and I might be able to stay. But then I didn't know I have to leave, whether it's approved or not. And we miscalculated the date. 180 days from June 1st. It's not Christmas time. It's end of this month. One of the docents, we were speaking 3 weeks ago, found out, Nori, I'm sorry to tell you, that's not Christmas time. You have to leave in November. And then, uh-oh. So, to make the long story short, my artist visa right now is in process. I'm praying that this answer will come back within a week or two. Now, if you read the description of this visa, you have to be Picasso or Miles Davis or Michael Jackson to get this visa. But my letters of recommendation, instead of having 2 or 3 letters, I had 25 letters, including Los Angeles County Museum of Arts, Oprah Winfrey Network, Pacific Asia Museum, here, Amelia Chapman. Without her, this is not happening today. Thank you so much. And my fellow artist friends, great teachers I look up to, Blue Morning Quintet, I'm sorry. Randy, Paul, Mary, Ricardo. And my friend Aaron was helping the band. Great comments. Now, I want to make this very quick. I have thousands of things I want to say. If you give me a microphone, I'm going to stick to it for a long time. Since I love teaching here, this is the class I started 7 years ago. I taught sumie and calligraphy. Sumie, do you know what sumie is? Sumi means ink, and means picture in Japanese, meaning ink brush painting. So you see like bamboo and trees and mountains and stuff like that. So anyway, one of the things I wanted to say was that I dealt with many children, youth, young angels of America, Pacific Asia Museum. I even taught at Getty Center Museum. One of the group is called Girls and Gangs, and they are young women who was troubled with law, and they just got out of juvenile hall. And some of the kids I dealt with, girls with spikes coming out from your cheeks, and eyebrows goes like this, they're buff. They give high five to each other with the chest like football players. And then they look at me, what's up, homie? How you doing? Like, no, are you cool with me? Yeah, cool. But first thing I say to them when I sit down with them, first day, I say, my name is Nori, I'm from Japan. Immediately, American perspective view probably goes, Japan, okay, nice place, you got full of opportunities. But I tell them, let me tell you something important. You have no idea how lucky you are. And some tough kids in the neighborhood will be like, huh? And I tell them you have freedom of expression. You can be poor, you can be rich, whatever the color you are, doesn't matter. You can speak, you can speak up and make changes in this country. That's important. And I wanted to also share that when I was growing up in Japan, my identity came clear to me. It said, I'm Nori before I'm Japanese. And I looked up the world. I didn't know anything outside of Japan, but I watched a lot of television. And I remember Los Angeles Olympics, 1984. I saw everybody cheering up. And I was in 4th grade. And when I was 19, I went to Ohio University for exchange student. That was the first time I ever came to America in Ohio.
Yeah.
And I said, Athens, Ohio. That's where the mental hospital is for Billy Milligan's 23 different personalities, whatever the patient. I went there and I saw the demographics. I said, what happened here in America? Because the picture I had in Los Angeles Olympic was slightly different. So, anyway, I want to. Okay, get back to our identity. I see we in this room, we're all brothers and sisters, we're all related. There's a proof of that. My favorite documentary, National Geographic, The Human Family Tree. Have you ever seen it? Randomly, they selected 300 people in New York, just random people, just like this, and checked their DNA, gene, and traced back to their ancestries, and they all went back to this one village in Ethiopia. We all came from there, and traveled through many places, and in millions of years, climate changes, your hair changes, your skin changes, nose, and you look at here, right here, everybody here, you know? It's just a regional thing. So I don't believe in any boundary between us and we're this, we're that, you're this, no. It's all about, you know, oneness. So anyway, I don't want to get too serious and philosophical here, but thank you so much for coming. It's kind of embarrassing to ask for help, but I did everything I can do to run the business and everything, but then this visa situation really messed me up. Past 15 years, I never felt like I had a gravity to this ground. I felt like I'm floating around and trying to stay on the ground. But I want to make this as a sort of celebration, and I want everybody to have fun. He's ready. Safe. So I want to see this as a party and mingle all my friends here, and let's have fun. Have some fun. Paintings are available. I have many events booked already, and it's sad if I have to really be gone for a long time and won't be able to participate in those shows. Right now, if you go to ArcLight Beach Cities, I have 9 paintings there in the gallery. And I have LA Artcore, Los Angeles, well actually a brewery coming up in the next couple of years. I have many shows in downtown coming up. And so, anyway, Amelia, would you like to come up and say something about the auction? All those paintings are available, and I want you to know that this is a very important moment, that part of history. My mission is to go as, I don't set my goal here, I set my goal there. So whatever you take home with today, it'll be a part of history, I promise. And I'll work towards it. And if you can support me, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So like Nori said, I'm Amelia, I'm the curator of education here at the museum, and he said everything beautifully, so I'm not going to try to say anything like that. But the museum is, of course, supporting Nori by throwing this party today. Our docent council has made you're getting an honorarium today. They're paying you an honorarium. And we've always been glad to have Nori teach our classes here. I did the math on it. He's taught thousands and thousands of children. And I know we have teachers here today who've brought their students back every single year because of that. And he's been such an important part of our school program, which we offer for free to all schools. So we just really feel in our hearts that he's a good person we want to help. And so I'm helping him by kind of being the money person. So if you would like to take home one of these paintings, just come let me know, and I will put a little soul sticker on it. In the galleries, they're going to sell for thousands of dollars, but Nori is interested in making sure they go home with good people today, so you can get them much lower, but not $5, come on. At least a couple hundred, let's think of it that way. And also we have some like little postcards and stuff up there. So I think the band should start playing, or you should paint or something, and we should have some more fun, but mix, mingle, and you know, help Nori out. Thanks.